This one's not gonna be that long. Climate change. Shut the hell up. Okay. Like I seriously do not believe that we humans can't do enough damage to this planet that we need to worry about it. Okay, I'm not gonna believe that. We can destroy the rainforest by chopping it down. Um, I just don't see that really. I mean, it might cause things. I just don't see us doing enough to really hurt this planet. I find that really hard to believe that we have the capability to hurt this planet. I mean, honestly, I mean, if worse comes to worse, we chop down too much and it fucks with the weather, then this planet's gonna come back and hit us hard, twice as hard. This planet has a better chance of wiping us out than we have a chance of wiping it out. So, I mean, yeah, I don't believe this whole climate change. I think we should, you know, help the sea life, with the garbage shit, start, treating our garbage more like a problem than we do. Um, Work on respecting the land, like the natives. I mean, with all these trees, I mean, we cut down too many trees. We can be besides all this pronoun trans shit, we could be fixing so many more problems that have to do with health or you know putting so much more money into foundations into robotics and engineering and materials to build houses that are cheaper but sturdier. We can be with science. I mean, like we could be we could be focusing on. I mean, maybe not so much the Terminator aspects, but there are. Yeah, we might need to fix our moral compass, but there are so many ideas that we've had in movies that would be so beneficial to us. We could be focusing on building a world that we only can dream of, that we can only see in movies, using our 3D animation and special effects to create. I mean, we have bigger problems than climate change. All right, like, I just find it really hard to believe that we can hurt the planet. Um, I think we have a better chance of hurting ourselves and other life on this planet. I just don't see us have it, especially now with how our current, technological aspects are. Maybe in a few hundred years, we'd be able to fuck a planet up. I just don't see us. This whole climate change is a joke. Eating like eating, I know it's true because I mean, eating like a vegan is more damaging than to the planet. Right? I'm not saying that the cars aren't giving off, you know, a bad odor. I mean, it's not pleasant to breathe in. And but if we actually had more do you like the that universe in Multiple Madness where the whole city had trees and plants all over. Like besides like feeding the homeless with if we just grew fruit trees all around, or even vegetable bushes all around, along with trees and all that. I mean, all plants. I mean, mainly trees suck up carbon dioxide. So like, if we would actually just plant more trees around and not care about having trees everywhere and taking care of the land and not putting so much pesticide into it. I understand the whole farmers aspects of it. We got farms. So I just There's got to be a better way. I mean, for hundreds of years, we were farming big fields without pesticides, or at least maybe more natural pesticides. Um, that we don't need to spray all this shit around, and then we have yard patrol that fucking go around spraying chemicals on the yard and apartment complexes and stuff. I mean, all this stuff just gets soaked up, and I think it does hurt the planet. I just don't think it's gonna destroy it unless we don't. I mean, the planet has its own filter device. I mean, the water. The rain comes down, goes in the water, and it comes back up. I don't remember exactly how it works, but you know, trees breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. Unlike us, we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. So we give it air as it gives us air. Um, but I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought. Um, yeah, it's just a few little thoughts of this whole climate BS shit. And, eat vegetarian. Like I mean, I always make jokes about how I would. I mean, I wouldn't mind go, fruitarian. I like fruit more than vegetables. But I feel like all the food groups are important. Um, Junk food is 50-50 aspects because I do believe that junk food, sugar, is a good thing. But I think all this factory-based fucking shit, everything that we eat nowadays is factory-based. Besides vegetables that are grown, but then they're put through a factory, they get processed and all that. The meat, grass fed or not grass fed, then it's slaughtered and put through a factory. And I don't. I watched this one video about how these vegans and they're so like this whole concept of being oppressed goes down. I mean, we even believe that female animals are oppressed. All right, like I'm sorry, like all the stuff that we complain and bitch and protest about, it's just a joke. And the stuff we should be protesting about, we don't even do. And the stuff in the middle, we're so like screwed. The human race is just so screwed. But this one actually just had to do with, climate change because I just don't believe it. I just don't believe, oh, this 3%, like, the ice in the Alaska or the North Pole or whatever is melting. It's like, so I just don't believe that it's getting hot enough and that we're making it hot enough to where it's melting faster. And it's a big danger. Like, I just don't believe it. Um, I think vegans a little shit. Oh, stop being hurting the animals. I mean, I'm all for not hurting animals, but the way that they were going about it is just idiotic. Like, you guys bean farm and avocados and all that takes more killing than to kill a cow. You kill more things having a bean farm and a vegetable farm than you do killing a cow. Right? Yeah, you might kill a thousand or 100,000 cows, but there's millions and billions out there, and we use. I mean, now we can use 90% of the animal. You might have to kill some coyotes, one or wolves, depending where you're at. Other animals to keep your livestock, safe. So you can butcher them, you know, and eat them. Otherwise, the animal's gonna do the exact same thing as eat them. Um, with a bean in the vegetable farm, you have to kill everything. You have to pesticide, poison everything. all the rodents, all the birds, all the insects. Everything. Everything must die to protect that. I mean, but, I also don't believe that humans should be drinking cow milk. I can't remember what thing I watched it on, but, like, we are the only mammal that drinks another mammal's breast milk. It's an interesting concept if I can think about. Um, yeah. But this whole climate change, man, what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, I do believe that this planet will probably burn out one day. I mean, I believe it's a living being. Uh, so I do believe it does have a cycle. So I do believe it will come to an end. It's just, I don't believe it's like our end, per se. I don't believe it. We die and that's it. I believe it is reborn in the planet. And but yeah, it's mainly just I just don't believe that we're able to do as much damage to the planet as we believe with the current, historical intellect level of our technology and science and our, greed and pollution output. I just don't believe it's high enough to actually really oh, we're hurting the planet. We need to, the whole ozone is tearing. And it's like, oh, shut the hell up. Like, it kind of gives a haiku and fucking of a bitch slap response of, if God doesn't make mistakes, then he doesn't make cheap ideas. And having an ozone that could get torn by its own creation kind of sounds idiotic. Sounds like God make mistakes. If we're able to tear a hole in the ozone, then how well did he make the ozone that we mere humans can destroy it? It's the same concept as destroying and creating. If we can't create a planet or we can't clone this, how can we understand it? How can we destroy it? I don't think we can. I mean, I think we're a lot more advanced than we believe we are. But yeah, how are we tearing the ozone? It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I'm not a scientist. I'm not going to say I am, but I mean, the wise words of Matt Wallace. I do have a brain. I have been to school. I can read a book. I like learning. I mean, just contemplate. I mean, that's one thing I do think the human race does too much is they read what's online, take it in as truth, and just go with it. Where I think the basic or foundation of knowledge and all that is supposed to be you read something, you take it in, you allow it to run through your mind and think about it, and then when you spit it out, you come up with your own thoughts and feelings and opinions on it that are based in facts, logic. I mean, and mystery because I think that goes along with the whole flat Earth thing. I mean, we can say we have books and we can say we have video and we can say that we know it's round, but I never saw it. So, and why am I supposed to just believe you? I mean, you really haven't done that great a job to prove to me that I should just believe you blindly. Say blind faith, just believe that the world is round because I tell you it's round. And I give you this proof. It's like, that's not proof. I mean, how well pictures can be faked and on, and with how naive and ignorant human race could be, it's not that hard to fool people. But I'm gonna end it here.